hey, we have committed to do this. We have committed to permanently change our lives. Hi guys, welcome back. It is me, Drew, and today's video that I have for you I'm really excited about because today is my 1 month since having plastic surgery, excess skin removal surgery video. So really quick, if you're brand new to my YouTube channel, hi, welcome. I'm Drew. Happy to have you here with us today. Yes, I had excess skin removal surgery after losing 250 pounds. If you want to catch up and want to know more about that journey, I actually have some videos linked below in the description box of this video so you can catch right up with us and see where I'm at. I had excess skin removal surgery on May 23rd, 2018. So it's a little over a month. It's actually been like exactly 5 weeks, but if you're regular on my channel, we were actually in the middle of filming box week when it was 1 month, and then I've kind of just been a little tired, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a couple days and just breathe. Also, if you want to join the Just Like Drew crew and you're not already, click the red subscribe button down below this video and join our forever family because we are literally the best crew in the whole wide world. I love, love, love this YouTube community. Seriously, like the most amazing people in the entire world. So I'm really excited to report back to you guys today. A lot of cool things, changes have been going on. There's been some difficult times, but overall, I'm happy to say that I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I was a few weeks ago. If you caught me on my like 2 and 3 week update video, things were very difficult. So I'm happy to come back at 5 weeks and say like, hey, things actually have gotten better and improved. So I have my phone here just with notes on it so I can look down and just make sure that I don't miss anything. So first, let's talk about like the tough thing. So I don't even know if this is something that I discussed in a video at any point because when it happened, I think it was actually in the middle of box week. So something that happened, started happening to me. When I started this journey, after having skin removal surgery, I had 4 surgical drains. And you guys know that like my drains were like producing a lot of fluid and I was like dehydrating, having a lot of issues with that. So my drains finally started to calm down to the point where they kind of weren't draining much at all anymore. But then something else happened about like a week and a half ago. My side where I had like an incision opened up and started leaking fluid profusely. It was actually really kind of crazy and disturbing because I didn't know what was going on at first. I thought like I was like gonna be like needing to go get like an IV fluid because I was losing tons and tons of fluid, like literally like over an hour. My side just started leaking like crazy. I talked to my doctor and he was like, okay, so I know it's scary, but it's not actually a bad thing. That's actually just your body finding a different way to get rid of the fluid because it wasn't getting rid of the fluid with the drains anymore. So that okay, so a week ago I was down to 2 drains and then they took out and they left only 1 drain because only 1 drain was left working. And that drain wasn't even producing much fluid anymore, but it had produced enough that needed to stay in. My incision wasn't really leaking anymore. I feel like I was kind of doing a little bit better, but I still was dealing with swelling. And I told you guys in my last video that like with the swelling issue that my doctor actually had to like forcibly remove, not forcibly, oh my gosh, that sounds so dramatic. He had to remove the fluid from my back with like a giant syringe to like relieve the excess fluid. They had to do that again a week ago to take the extra fluid out just because they didn't want me to have any more swelling in my skin. So this last week, actually I think it was on Tuesday, I was getting ready to get going for the day and all of a sudden like my side opened and started leaking again really, really bad. But this time it was actually worse than the first time. It was leaking like nonstop for like 3 hours. I was losing a lot of body protein. Like it wasn't just like fluid, unfortunately. I know this is gross, but it was actually like chunky stuff. It was like horrible for literally like 2 to 3 hours. My side is just leaking nonstop. I killed like 7 wash rags. My mom had to go buy me a bunch of wash rags. I was like, I couldn't even put gauze or anything on it because it was just leaking so much it would soak through everything immediately. And that was like really a discouraging day for me. On top of it, like my body, I had just finished my antibiotics because I told you guys they put me in antibiotics. They were worried about the possibility of me catching, getting an infection. Thankfully, because the antibiotics, I didn't get an infection. All the redness they were concerned about, that all went away. So they kind of like attacked it ahead of time and took care of it. But like I said, I was dealing with all like this crazy leaking and stuff. And then on top of it, my body's like detoxing from the medicine. And after having weight loss surgery, you know, there's something that can happen called dumping. Well, my body like not to be gross, but it was kind of having some like digestion issues for that evening because like I just finished antibiotics that were making my skin really itchy and all kinds of crazy stuff. So my body was kind of like trying to reset itself. I've also started driving again. I'm no longer on the high pain medicine. I'm sometimes taking extra strength Tylenol to deal with the pain, but I'm trying to kind of go without it. So the cool thing is I saw my doctor yesterday and things have like significantly improved now. So he looked at my stomach and he said that like basically all the swelling is gone. Like my skin is literally like touching my bone, like my hip bones, my back, everything is like actually like skin to bone. The swelling is gone. He even said like how the skin usually like poofs out a little bit after having surgery. My skin hasn't even really done that much because I've been doing really well with wearing my support garment, all of that. He told me that I need to make sure I still wear a support garment. I could even switch over to something like a pair of Spanx for at least another 3 weeks. So he said about 8 weeks with that. He also said at 8 weeks I can start lifting weights again and doing all that kind of awesome stuff and get back into like my real gym routine, which I'm really excited about as well. And speaking of the gym, I'm happy to report that I made it to the gym 5 days this week and I was able to walk a mile for 4 of the days. I've not been going crazy. My mile starting at the beginning of this week was like over 30 minutes and then I'm able to get my walking mile time down to 26 minutes today, which I know sounds like probably kind of lame, but to me it is like, yes, I'm really excited about it because I'm just happy that I'm getting faster and having a little bit more energy. My body still gets sore though, so I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm not trying to like overdo it. I also want to be careful because with walking a significant amount of distance, I do get a little bit dizzy, so I take it slow. I take significant amount of breaks in between at the gym in my 1 mile walk, but I'm just happy that I made it to the gym 5 days this week, especially since, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, I only do 4 days a week usually, but this week I was like, I'm gonna do 5 because all I can do is walk and whatever. Another thing is that I'm going to be returning to work the day after the 4th of July. So July 5th is my return to work date, as long as nothing like crazy happens with my body. But the other thing was I talked to my doctor yesterday and he was talking about how like, you know, that excessive leaking was going on. He's like, honestly, he's like, I think you're done. He's like, you might have a little bit of leaking here and there. He's like, but usually what happens, I've noticed, he's like, when I first started, you know, in medicine and all that, he's like, we'd freak out when somebody was leaking like crazy. He's like, what I've noticed now is when that happens towards the end of the recovery, it actually means like you're done. Like the fluid is finally like out, the swelling is out. So he's like, so I really think you've turned a corner and you're like on like the good side of things, which I'm really happy about, to the point where I don't even have to see him again for 6 weeks. I'm a little sad about it because I actually like love my plastic surgeon, but I'm gonna see him again in 6 weeks. So he's like, basically you'll be about 3 months out at that point so we can check on you and see how you're doing. So I'll definitely be doing an update video at that point so you guys know what's going on with all of that. For clothing, I'm about a size medium or a size small. So for me, not to be whatever, but I do have a larger chest area. My hips are still a little bit wider. So I wear about a medium or a small depending on the clothes. Just that's kind of where I'm at with that. I suppose some things maybe even an extra small, but that's kind of pushing it. Like I said, I still have to wear my support garment for a while. I might get a Spanx, I might not. I don't know. The thing is, like, the support garment makes a big difference. I actually finally washed it. I know it's gross, but like I've needed it so much I haven't had a chance to wash it, and I was without it most of the day, and actually like because like my stomach is so tense, like trying to like be strong and hold my body up, it's like I felt like I was doing like a continual like crunch or sit up all day because like my abs had to be like utilized so much in order to stand up straight, to the point where like by the end of the day, like I was in a lot of pain. I was feeling really nauseous. So like I might keep this one, even though it's kind of bulky and it doesn't like look as nice under clothes. It does really help me keep my posture and feel like I have that core strength that like I can't utilize right now at the moment. Like I said, I can't lift anything over 10 pounds still till about 8 weeks out. So that's in 3 weeks. I feel like my energy is returning. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I feel like overall my energy is returning. I am still a little bit tired. In the past, you guys know I've had issues with sleep. I do have sleep apnea. That is still something that is like very active like in my life. That's not something that went away with after having weight loss. It's something that got a little bit better, but I still have it. So I will be, in the next couple of months, I'm going to be doing some more sleep tests just to deal with that side of things. I feel like my body is actually regulating though, which is really cool. I feel like I'm able to do more, like I said, with having more energy. I still can't do like everything. I can't bend like crazy. I can't like sleep on my stomach and stuff like that, but I can actually do more than I was doing. So I'm taking any of it and I'm like celebrating it, and I'm really excited about it. If you've noticed, my hair is still growing like crazy. My hair is getting thicker. So if you do go back and check out the beginning of like my plastic surgery journey, my hair has like my hair is almost past my shoulders now, when my hair was like to here like 5 weeks ago. Like, it's crazy like how my hair is just like la 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 la, and I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm actually like really like pumped about it. Like I said, I am still dealing with some soreness and stuff like that. And another thing I want to tell you, so I finally like weighed myself after having surgery. I told you guys my scale was broken. I was also kind of nervous about it. So I think I told you guys like, so the lowest I ever got to before having surgery was 160.5 pounds, and then my weight would fluctuate up and down between like 165 to 170. Like, that was kind of like my resting weight was 165 to 170, with like just like my maintaining like the same like diet and exercising 4 times a week. And then on the day that I had surgery, I weighed in with all my clothes on at 172, and they removed 13 pounds of skin. So I'm happy to let you know that today my weight was 160.6. So that means that I've not really put on much weight or anything. Like, that's probably could be water weight too. Since having surgery, it's really encouraging, because I was really nervous, like, because I've not been able to like, you know, sweat it out and be active and crazy at the gym, that I might be like just like putting on weight. And I know that's an irrational fear talking. I know that's like fear of returning to where I began at over 400 pounds talking. But part of the reason, that's why I've been making it a point to make it to the gym, even though I'm only going for like half an hour walking and leaving, it's telling myself like, hey, we have committed to do this. We have committed to permanently change our lives. I've seen many times where people, you know, they go through like these weight loss journeys and like weight loss surgeries and even like skin removal surgery, and it's hard for them to maintain this lifestyle. And I know that for me, like, because I lived the majority of my life overweight and heavy, that I have to be really like kind of hard on myself, and not like I don't have grace with myself in the point of making sure that, you know, hey, you know, taking it easy. Like, I'm not like beating myself up at the gym, but I'm actually making a point to get there, and just not that I'm trying to do a crazy workout, but the fact that I'm making it there is me reminding myself and my body that, hey girl, we have committed to doing this, and we're going to keep on doing this. I talked to my doctor as well. Like, there's like a little bit of like, I guess my stomach's not like a, you know, like rock hard abs or whatever. It's not like that, but he did say that like when I return to like my full capacity of the gym, there's a very good chance that my stomach will actually tighten up a little bit more, which I was like, yay. And also, I'm sorry I haven't been filming like, you know, tummy videos as much. I've just been like, things have been a little bit crazy. I've like been working on getting energy. Things have just been kind of busy. So I will hopefully film a tummy video again soon to show you what it looks like. But I will tell you that on Instagram or the Justlikedrew Facebook page, I have been posting more photos of my stomach, like skin, excess skin versus what it looks like now. That's Justlikedrew, the same way to spell down below. So if you have Instagram or even Facebook, follow the Justlikedrew Facebook page or follow me on Instagram, and you'll be able to see photos of what my stomach looked like before having skin removal surgery and what it looks like now. I've been posting a lot more, trying to be more open about that. And also, I do document a lot of my journey on there. So where I may not be able to make as many videos about this, I have been trying to make sure that I've been very vocal on like Instagram, where I share then to my Justlikedrew Facebook page about what's been going on, so that you guys can easily like keep up to date with what's happening in my journey. So there's that. Another thing that I'm excited to announce to you is that I officially, like, we've been talking about doing a Q&A video. I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. So how this is gonna work, trying to make it work this way. Underneath this video in the comments, I would like you to ask me your questions. I'm not going to respond to them like typing them. I'm going to actually film a full Q&A video. And so this is your moment. Questions you have about plastic surgery, insurance coverage, all that kind of stuff, ask them below this video on YouTube, and I will be filming a Q&A video within the next 2 weeks. Hopefully I can get it done by next week, but I don't want to say for sure just because there is the holiday. I am returning to work, and I want to make sure that I'm focusing on making sure I'm prepared for work, getting, you know, the right foods and stuff like that I need to make sure my energy and stamina keeps up for returning to work right away. So if it's not by next week, after the 4th of July, it'll be the week after that. Okay, so like I said, right below this video on YouTube, ask your questions. I'll be filming a Q&A video. Anything about my plastic surgery, I will try to answer as many questions as I can. And like I said, I will be filming myself answering the questions, so that way I'll have a video and you won't have to worry about, you know, whatever. So like I said, you guys have had so many questions. You've been so patient with me. Now that I feel like I'm actually doing better on the other side of this recovery, I am ready to answer them, and I want to help you guys with whatever you may have going on to the best of my knowledge. Some things I'm not going to be able to answer for you, just because like some people ask questions about like things like with work and all that. That's sometimes going to be specific to your work, but I'm going to do my best. Like, so whatever you want to know about my plastic surgery journey, let me know. And if you're like, hey, I wish you do a Q&A about this, you can comment that below too, and I will try and start doing more Q&As as well. So that's actually all I have for you guys today. But if you want to see more photos of me, you can check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, and on Twitter at Justlikedrew, spelled the same way it is down below. If you want to be part of the Just Like Drew crew and you're not already, click the red subscribe button down below this video and join our forever family, because we are literally the best crew around, because anybody and everybody can be in our crew. I love you guys so stinking much. And if you like this video and you want to see more from me, you know what to do. Just like Drew, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, have an amazing life, and I cannot wait to see you very soon. All right, talk to you. Love you. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I'm talking about this box. Again, you guys, seriously, look at this. I can't, it's really full. Like, I was really nervous, like, taking everything out and putting it back in, because it's so stinking full. So, I'm going to keep this really, really simple.